North Korea hit back against the United States over a Pentagon report labeling the country a persistent threat because of weapons of mass destruction, WMD. News.com has learned that North Korea stated they will counter any U.S. aggression or provocation with the most overwhelming and sustained response strategy. The statement was in response to the Pentagon's release of the unclassified 2023 strategy for countering weapons of mass destruction, which outlines the challenges of WMDs and the methods to address them. While the report asserted that China and Russia present the principal WMD challenges, it stated that North Korea, Iran, and violent extremist organizations are persistent regional threats that need to be addressed, according to the Associated Press. The U.S. has just revealed its dangerous intention for aggression to seriously violate the sovereignty and security of North Korea and other independent sovereign states by threatening them with WMDs, and realize its wild ambition for seizing global military hegemony, an unidentified spokesperson for North Korea's defense ministry said, as reported by AP. The spokesperson claimed the country would counter the U.S. imperialist aggressor's military strategy and provocations with the most overwhelming and sustained response strategy. The news outlet noted that these types of statements and responses aren't unusual between North Korea and the United States, but recently, North Korea has been pushing for a weapons transfer with Russia, which is in violation of UN Security Council resolutions. In September, Kim Jong-un traveled to Russia to meet with President Vladimir Putin, where they visited key military sites. Both countries stated the trip was meant to boost cooperation and did not disclose any further details. Since the beginning of 2022, Kim and his government have carried more than 100 missile tests, many of which are believed to be capable of targeting the U.S. and South Korea, AP reported. The week of September 25, the Supreme People's Assembly, North Korea's legislature, approved a constitutional amendment justifying why the country has highly nuclear weapons. Kim called for exponentially boosting weapon production, according to Reuters, while putting nuclear warheads in different kinds of weapons. In a statement on Wednesday, October 4, South Korea's defense ministry said any attempt to use nuclear weapons would mean the end of Kim's government and that the inclusion of this new law will intensify North Korea's international isolation and the suffering of its population. The Pentagon referenced North Korea's nuclear law when explaining its security threats, stating the development of mobile nuclear capabilities places the U.S. and their allies at risk. The report said North Korea has up to several thousand metric tons of chemical warfare agents as well as the capability to produce nerve, blister, and choking agents. AP states that both the U.S. and South Korea have responded to this advancement by expanding joint military exercises and temporary deployments of U.S. long-range bombers and a nuclear-armed submarine. North Korea has described these moves as provocations that force them to further strengthen their nuclear program. The North Korean defense minister has stated that the term persistent threat would better describe the U.S. because of its military drills with South Korea and for deploying a nuclear-armed submarine.